So, someone once told me that the definition of success is when preparation meets opportunity. And that's exactly what I'm going to be doing in the next couple of weeks. So, I'm going to be going on a cruise with my husband in the next couple of weeks. I'm so excited. It's just a 1 week cruise, but it's going to be very, very relaxing, very nice. I have a couple of excursions planned. And my big worry out of this whole thing was coming back with an extra 15 to 20 pounds on me. Now, if any of you have ever been on a cruise or you know anybody who's ever been on a cruise, one of the things you do the most of is you eat. And they have everything on cruises. I mean, it's all about desserts and rich foods and snacks and drinks and alcohol and you name it, they have it. So I decided this cruise is going to be a little bit different. I want to have a great time. I want to have fun, but I also want to be able to enjoy the food, but I don't want to pig out and be a glutton and eat everything that's in front of me and come back destroying the last, 6 months of work that I've been doing on this transformation journey to health. So one of the things that I did was I started researching about a month ago the different ideas and things that I could do to help me stay on my weight loss plan or even just an even keel. I don't even care if I lose any weight this week, just so long as I don't bring any extra pounds home with me. So let me talk to you about what I did. So the first thing I did was this particular cruise line that I'm going on has an app that you can go on, you can put it on your phone. I actually put it on my phone and my home computer. And they actually list all the activities on the ship, all the different excursions that are available, and they list all of the menu plans. So that didn't happen a month ago, but within the last couple weeks, every menu of every restaurant and every meal is on the app. That made it so simple. I could see every night what they were having. And I decided if I put together a plan of action so that nothing's a surprise, I think it's going to go better. So what I did was I put together a little Excel spreadsheet. Now, some people might say this is overkill. For me, this is not overkill. I do the same thing at home. Maybe not on Excel, but I definitely put together a meal plan. I follow that plan. I decide what I'm going to do ahead of time, and it just works for me. So when I found out that they offered the meal plans written out so that I can decide what I wanted, I started making some decisions. First of all, I thought I need to have protein at every meal. So that was a must. If I'm having breakfast, whatever, I'm going to make sure to have eggs. I'm going to make sure to have like a non-fat yogurt. I'm going to make sure to have whatever kind of meat that I can have. I don't really eat a lot of bacon or sausage or ham or things like that, but if they have other things, I'll have them. So I want to make sure I have protein. I'm actually going to take some protein powder with me along with a shaker bottle so that if I'm in a situation where I'm hungry and I don't want to go have a hamburger or tacos or whatever they're serving on deck, that I can kind of pre-prepare maybe with some protein bars or some protein drinks, that kind of thing. So the other thing I decided is that I'll have the meals that are scheduled, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and maybe some healthy snacks in between, but that I'm going to skip dessert. I'm going to skip alcoholic beverages. I may have 1 or 2 drinks depending on where we go or what we do, but I'm not going to be drinking with every meal. I decided not to opt for the Diet Coke package or, none of that stuff. I'm going to really focus on just having like iced tea, water, coffee, whatever those basic things are, that's what I'm going to do. I want to make sure that if I'm skipping dessert, that I'm filled up enough from my meals. So every meal that I prepared, I tried to think of things that were healthy. Like one night I'm having a poblano soup, a roasted poblano soup as my appetizer, and a chili lime salmon for my dinner. That just sounds delicious. One night I'm having tiger shrimp, and that actually comes with a Diet Coke. And different things that I'm doing, I'm going to opt for omelets because I think those will be more filling. For the lunches, I'm going to try to have things that are healthy, roasted cod. I am going to have some chicken tacos. We're doing a cruise to Mexico, and so I know there's going to be a lot of good Mexican food, and I'm going to take advantage of it, but I'm going to choose healthy. Now, it's amazing because things have changed from 5, 10 years ago. Now they have a lot of healthy options on the ships. I mean, you don't have to sit and eat ice cream and pizza and hamburgers every meal. It just isn't the way it is anymore. I did book one of the restaurants on the ship, which is kind of a steakhouse. So I plan on having a steak. If they offer a sweet potato, I didn't see sweet potato as an option. I think I planned that out. I think I was going to have asparagus, a Caesar salad, and a ribeye. I'm going to have a ribeye that night. But every single meal, I feel like by planning it out and taking those things into consideration, I think that's going to be number one most important. So the second thing that I did was I checked out their fitness program. So this ship has a full fitness program on the ship. They've got weightlifting equipment, they've got cardio, they've got personal trainers, they've got classes. So 3 out of the 7 days I am scheduled to go do cardio. Now, I don't know what I'm going to do in between or how much more than that I'm going to do. I have to see. But the other thing is, when I go to ports, I'm going to be doing a lot of walking. I chose things to do that have a lot of walking involved. And so I'm going to be doing walking. I'm going to be doing cardio on the ship. I'm going to be, putting together meals so that I know ahead of time what I'm going to be having and skipping the desserts. And the third thing that I decided is I just want to engage and do as many of the things that are active as possible, even on the ship. So if they have miniature golf or they have, different kinds of things, dancing or whatever, I'm going to take advantage of it. Water aerobics, any of those things, I'm going to try to participate in as many onboard activities that I can that are active and trying to have fun. And I think this is just going to be a cruise that is set up for success. So I'm giving you my idea of a pre-cruise calendar that will help you to be successful if you're going on vacation or you're going on a cruise or anything like that you're doing. This might be really helpful. So for me, I'm going to focus on activity. I'm going to focus on eating healthy food. I'm going to make sure that I'm doing a lot of walking, that I'm taking advantage of the fitness programs that they offer. And from there, I'm just going to have a really relaxing, fun vacation. So I will report back after the cruise in a couple of weeks and let you know how everything worked out, if this was a success or if it was a bomb, if I changed my mind on ship and had to have dessert every night. I'm a sugarholic. So we'll have to see. I may allow myself one night that I can have whatever dessert they're having with dinner or what have you. We'll have to see how that goes. But at this point, I'm opting not for any of the desserts. I'm just going to pass on them. So I hope this is helpful if anybody else is planning any kind of vacation, or if you have any additional ideas that will help me, I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing to my channel. Give me a like, a thumbs up, or ring that bell for future notifications, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.